the couple was reborn, returning to 8 years ago. This time, they walked a completely different path from their previous life. The woman chose her longed for first love. 8 years passed in the blink of an eye. Using memories from her previous life, the woman helped her first love make successful investments and had become a major figure in the industry. At a business banquet, she appeared in front of everyone, hand in hand with her first love. But to her surprise, she saw the man she had lost contact with for 8 years. He was dressed in a janitor's uniform. The woman couldn't help but secretly smirk, but the man paid no attention to the gazes around him. He simply grabbed the wine on the table and started drinking. At that moment, the woman approached him and mocked him, saying, "8 years have passed, and you're still in this pathetic state." Looking at the woman in front of him, the man only felt a deep sense of sorrow in his heart, because in their previous life, they had been married for 8 years, but had turned from lovers to enemies. He even donated one of his kidneys to help her with her illness. Not only did he spend all of his savings, but he also sacrificed the opportunity to study abroad, to support the family. He worked 3 jobs every day, but she kept despising him, and complaining that he couldn't provide her with the luxurious life she wanted. The man once thought it was because he wasn't good enough, but later, he realized that she simply couldn't forget her first love, and had divorced him without hesitation for her first love. On the day they finalized their divorce, a terrible car accident happened. They both died, but the next moment, they were reborn. The man thought this was heaven giving him a chance to choose his life again, so, he decided to pursue his dreams. Soon, through his hard work, he became the richest man in New York, and his career skyrocketed. He also gained a happy and fulfilling family. However, one day, the man accidentally looked down at his phone, and got his clothes wet from a janitor. So, he casually changed into ordinary work clothes and attended a party. Little did he know, he would become the target of mockery. Even his former first love, when seeing him, still held the same attitude and mocked him to his face, calling him a poor man, and throwing $100,000 at him. But this time, the man no longer tolerated it. He simply told her to keep the money for her first love. At that moment, the woman received a notice that her wife would be arriving soon, and immediately went to greet her. But the woman's first love wanted to humiliate the man further, and took out a business card, saying that her driver had just quit, and asked him to take over. Then, she stated that being a driver for her was better than wiping tables here. However, the man directly threw the card away, even saying that he wasn't qualified to be his driver. Seeing this, the woman's first love mocked her for not finding a wife, but then discovered that the man's wife not only had a beautiful appearance, but was also the wife of the group's CEO. The crowd laughed, thinking that he was lying to save face. Just then, the wife's people arrived with 50 bottles of wine, for the CEO to sign for. The man immediately realized that his wife had prepared this for him, and walked up to sign for it, but he was stopped by his classmates, because the woman's first love also shared the same last name as him, and they assumed the wine was for her. Amid the chatter, the first love took the chance to approach and try to sign for it, but the man warned her that the consequences of signing